So I thought I'd show you the deck I used real quick here. For a mana base, I used 5 swamps, 5 mountains, and 4 forests, and then a Rakdos guild gate and 1 Gruul guild gate. Then I used a Rakdos key rune as an extra mana pool, and if I got the chance, use it as a 3/1 black and red devil artifact creature with first strike. I used the Rakdos Chapter, Spawn of Rixmadi. A lot of the original cards that were originally in the deck. I still left them there because I didn't really find a reason to change them, because I didn't really get that many Rakdos cards from the booster packs that I opened. Let's see here. We got the Green Roastabout, which is also in the original one. Here's one of the new ones that I got. I actually got this one in the booster pack. It's the oh damn! Drops on. Accident. Drops it on the floor. Let's see. Yeah, the Rakdos Drake. It's a flying with Unleash. It's a 3 mana cost for a 1 power, 2 in toughness. Let's see, what was it more? We have the Sinister Possession. You enchant a creature, and whenever that enchanted creature attacks or blocks, its controller loses 2 life. It's a great denial, or deny spell, as I like to call it. Let's see here. I also added the Maze Abomination, which is it has Death Touch, and when it's at play, all my multicolored creatures that I control also have the Death Touch. It's a really nice function. It's some of the from the some of the black features from the black deck, blah blah blah. Yes. Moving on to some of the sorcery spells I used. I actually found 2 of the fuse double sorcery cards, the fuse cards. 2 of them that I found really useful. This one is really good. You can get a 7 damage nuke in the 3rd round if you use this one, Trouble, which says Trouble deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. You can also combine it with Toil, which ability is target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. So you can combine those 2. So if it's in late game, you don't really need to use the Toil one early on. I haven't really seen a reason to use it. Armed on the other one, target creature gets 1/1 and gains double strike until end of turn. Really useful. You can also combine it with Dangerous, which says all creatures able to block target creature this turn do so. You can use it if you're attacking, let's say, with 2 creatures, and you can give one of them double strike and make all your opponent's creature block the other creature attacking. For example, if you have a meat shield, or you can do both on one creature if your creature is strong enough. So yeah, I saw this one. I mean, these 2 as really good. They were really good, and they helped me a lot. Then I could show you some of the Gruul ones that I used as well. This is one of the new cards from the Dragon Maze. Rubble Belt Maka. It costs 4 for a 3/3, but it has a Blood Rush that costs just only 1 mountain. I found it really useful as well. It's cheap to use, and yeah, it's good. Not much more than I could say of it. And this one I added just for the mana ability, but it also applies to your opponent, so it's a bit risky to play it out. That kind of explains why it costs 5 for a 7/5, but it's really strong once you get it out. Then I also added this one, the Gruul War Chant. Your creatures get +1, +0, and they can only be blocked by 2 or more creatures. It's really useful if you're attacking with, let's say, 4 creatures and he only has 3 or 2. It really makes it difficult for your opponent to make a move. So yeah, I also added a Simi card, just for the hell of it, just as a filler. Then we have, these are from the original one as well. So those were the cards that I used. Let's go straight for the surprise that I was really making the video for. Yeah. I got these. There's a card. Okay. Let's see here. Ta-da! Dragon Maze Booster Pack. Let's check here. Yes. Choose this one real quick too. I got this one. Console of the Absolutes. Or, yeah, Absolute. I mean, cost 4 for a 2/4. And you name a card or land card. Yeah, you can pretty much see if you pause it right there. I don't know. This webcam is of really poor quality when it comes to recording. I'll read it anyways. As Council of the Absolute enters the battlefield, name a card other than a creature or land card. Your opponents can't cast cards with the chosen name. Spells with the chosen name you cast cost 2 random less to cost. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a mythic rare. Checked up on the price, but the price is going to vary now for quite a while. Then it costs, what was it, $6 I think. It's not really that much, but it's something. So let's move on. Just gonna see if there was something more that I wanted to show you. Yeah, I can show you the new guild gates, or the remake of the old guild gates. They are now zoomed out on the artwork, which I find pretty nice. And then they have the clue stones. I noticed that once you started to open the booster packs, these clue stones were everywhere. Yes, they are common, and yeah. One of the guys that were opening these booster packs got like 9 of them. It was like more of any creature he got. Then I got a lot of Azorius cards. A lot of good Azorius cards. Some good Celestia cards too. Let's see here. Show you real quick. This wasn't really that good, but it's flying in hexproof. It's Ascended Law Mage for 3/2, cost 4 mana, and then you have Deputy of Aqua. Let's move on to the booster pack. That's what we're here for. So at the end of it all, you got this thing, which you use for your DCI. It's a code in the back, which allows you to unlock the Maze Runner achievement. Your guild completed the implicit maze at the Dragon's Maze pre-release. Then you also got 2 promo cards, 1 plains, a foiled, and also Mace's End. It enters the battlefield tapped. You add 1 random to your mana pool. Then you can pay 3 random and tap it, and return Mace's End into its owner's hand. Search your library for a gate card, put it onto the battlefield, and shuffle your library. If you control 10 or more gates with different names, you win the game. It's a pretty good card, right? I like it. So, let's move on to the booster pack. See if we get anything good. Okay. Let's start off. Boris Cluestone. It costs 3 random. Add either a mountain or a plains to your mana pool. Then you can pay a plain or a mountain and tap it and sacrifice the Boris Cluestone to draw a card. That's basically how they all work. Okay. Another Rakdos Drake. And then we have a I want to see this, but I also got to show the camera. Runner's Bane, enchantment, enchant creature with power 3 or less. When Runner's Bane enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Huh, that one is pretty nice. Oh, was holding it high, too far up. Okay, and here we have a Vashino First Blade. It has haste, and when Vashino First Blade enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and it is it's a 2/2 and costs 3. Let's move on. Then we have Mind Static. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 6 random. And oh, I need this one. Another one of this one is really good. Morge Burst. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Morge Burst deals damage to target creature or player equal to the power of the card returned this way. So you both get a strong creature card back to your hand, and also you get to nuke either a creature or a player. This one I really like, but it's a bit expensive though. 6 mana. Let's move on. We got Mace Sentinel, Vigilance, and multicolored creatures you control have Vigilance. Then we have Sinister Possession, the one that I talked about before. Whenever enchanted creature attacks or blocks, its controller loses 2 life. Then we have a Mace Glider. Flying, multicolored creatures you control have flying. Oh, look at this. A Celestia Keystone. Oh, Cluestone, I mean. Let's just put it there. Then we have Sin Collector. It costs 3. It's a 2/1. And when Sin Collector enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it and exile that card. Oh, then we have another fusion card. Or our first fusion card in this booster pack. Then we have Profit and Loss. Profit costs 2, Loss costs 3. Profit says creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. Loss, creatures your opponent control gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Just a buff, nerf. Then we have Blast of Genius. Choose target creature or player, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. The discarded cards convert their mana cost to the... Blast of Genius deals damage equal to the discarded cards converting mana cost to that creature or player. This one is really nice. I played against a guy who used this, and yeah, he pretty much owned me. Ooh. Okay. 2R rare card. We have Voice of Resurgence. Mythic rare. Costs 1 forest, 1 plains. It's a 2/2. And it says, whenever an opponent casts a spell during your turn, or when Voice of Resurgence dies, Put a green and white elemental creature token onto the battlefield with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. This card is really nice. I'm going to hold on to this one. Then we have Azorius Guildgate. As you could read from the information about the Dragon's Maze, all the Dragon's Maze booster packs would contain dual lands or Guildgates only. So we place it there, and for our token, it's the one that fits right with the Voice of Resurgence. So yes, that was the booster pack that I wanted to show you guys, and so far I'm satisfied with this. Getting a second mythic rare. Yeah. The Sim Collector I really like. The Maze Glider, the Sinister Procession, but most of all the Morge Burst. I really need another one of those. Also the Viashino First Blade and the Rakdos Drake. Yes, these are the cards. I got lucky there. So yes, I will probably put up another video where I maybe talk a bit more about some of the cards if I find out some more information, or maybe find another a good combo, or if I decide to rebuild my deck into a 60 card deck. I could probably show you guys how I built it and how it looks and what it focuses on. So yeah, well, but now I'm gonna go take a shower and then go to bed because I've been awake for now over 24 hours. It was a great stay there in Gothenburg at that pre-release. There's a lot of nice people there, and I enjoyed it. It was really fun. The game, the rounds itself were, okay, but I didn't really mind because it was more fun sitting there playing and seeing all these new cards and how people use them and such. There were a lot of people that got like Aurelia, the new Planeswalker, the Isis Planeswalker. I don't quite remember the name. The first guy that I played with got Ghost Council and some other card. I can't quite remember the name of it, but it's the guy that has a 4/4 and has lifelink and flying. No, he doesn't have flying. No, it's protection from both black and white. And as an additional ability is that when your opponent has 10 or lower in health and you have 30 or more, that creature gains +6/+6 and flying. So it becomes a 10/10 as a finisher. That's what pretty much made it a draw the first time I played. So anyways, I'm really tired. As I said, I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed, and I'll see you guys next time.